Hey everybody, my name is Sage, and this is the very first entry for my new vlog series, Diary of an Agoraphobic. Get ready with me to go out to dinner for the first time in over a year. So for this series, I did explain on my YouTube channel. I have like a long form video kind of explaining how I developed agoraphobia, what it is, how it affects me day to day. So if you do want to watch like that full video, it is going to be linked in like the link for this video, and it's on my YouTube. So it's like about 35 minutes or so, but it vaguely like explains what agoraphobia is. I do have a lot of anxiety that's related to leaving my home because of my health conditions and chronic illnesses and things that I've experienced leaving my house, just not feeling safe doing so, and only really feeling safe in my home. I haven't gone out to dinner in a very long time. I became fully agoraphobic in June of 2024, and I have really not left my house much since. It's been great. The goal of this is to overcome my agoraphobia. Every single week I'll be doing an exposure, something that I need to do, like going out to a restaurant, going out to a bar, going out to even a doctor's appointment. This is just kind of step one on my probably very long journey of overcoming my agoraphobia. It's going to be quite difficult and I'm very scared. So I just thought I would kind of talk about the thoughts that I'm having, the things that I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling pretty calm. However, I am experiencing a lot of anxiety, like mentally, like I'm having a lot of thoughts about it. I found that doing my makeup is a really good kind of like distractor for me. It's a really good like coping tool. I've used it a lot with, oh my god. Sorry, my cat's like crawling in my lap. She loves hanging out on my lap while I'm sitting at my desk, because I work at my desk every day because I work from home, which is, you know, how I obviously make a living to afford living on my own, because unfortunately I did have a job that I very much loved, working with teenagers at a behavioral health hospital in a residential unit. I loved my job, and because of my agoraphobia I was no longer able to do my job. That was the best job I'd ever worked in my life, and I loved it, and then I lost it. So just one of the ways that agoraphobia has ruined my life. But yeah, right now, I mean, I'm very excited because I'm going out to dinner with one of my best friends in the world. I don't get to see her very often. It's really difficult to see my friends just because some of them have kids, a lot of them have like really high demand jobs, and it can be very difficult for me to see them because they would have to come here, and because I live in the city, it's a massive pain in the ass to drive through, and a lot of them have driving anxiety. So yeah, I don't unfortunately get to see my friends super often, so we just kind of video chat all the time, which is like super nice. But yeah, I am rambling because I'm afraid. I just keep kind of like thinking like, oh my god, what happens when I get there? You know, what happens when I'm physically at the restaurant, and like it's only 2 blocks away from my house, and it's like this cute little Sicilian place that I've been wanting to try, and like I've lived in this apartment for 5 years, but I just like never really had the chance to like go there. I've been excited, honestly, to try this place for a very long time. We have reservations at 7:30, it's now 5:30, and I am fucking terrified. I do take, I'll say like Schmanex, because TikTok and like YouTube TOS, I don't want my video getting taken down because it's just annoying. But yeah, so I wanted to do like a get ready with me with you guys, because for one, it helps a lot with my anxiety. It just kind of helps give me something to like focus on. I have to get ready anyway. Like, dude, my hands are like, dude. Oh my god. My hands are shaking. It's like, so how the fuck am I gonna do my eyeliner? I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I just, you know, I wanted to get cute, and like it's just kind of funny because this is the same friend that I used to go out with. All of 2023, we were out. You know, we were outside. Like we were at clubs, like we were at bars. We went to Pride Fest. We went to see Flyleaf at like Summerfest. It was so much fun. I fucking loved going out, especially with her, because she's just a very fun person to go out with and like to spend time with. Obviously, she was sad because we couldn't go out anymore. Well, I couldn't go out anymore. I think that's what gets me the most about all of this, is that I am a very extroverted, adventurous, like outgoing person. Like I love going out, I love meeting people, I love doing all that kind of stuff. When all of this like happened, it just like really took me out of my element, because it just like shut me in entirely, and I was just like, I can't do all of these things that I loved doing before. I do have like long-term goals, and I did want to talk about those with you guys because I think it's important that you guys kind of know what the point of this series is, where I plan to go with it. I do plan in a year's time to be able to go on either a very long road trip or like, because I've never seen the ocean. I've never been on a plane. Really, I've hardly been outside of my state. I've only been to like, and I live in Wisconsin. I've only been to Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan, which, not anything fantastic, obviously. I would love to travel to Europe one day. Honestly, if I'm being so for real, I don't expect that to happen by next year. In my mind, it's not realistic. I don't know. I mean, I guess this kind of depends. So this is like my exposure. This is my exposure therapy. I will be referring to these little adventures as exposures because that is technically what they are. I am starting a new treatment program on Monday. I'm very nervous about that. I'm really excited though. It is a year-long commitment. So, I mean, I'm kind of, and we're going to be focusing a lot on my agoraphobia. That is going to be kind of the focal point. Full disclosure, I have BPD as well as bipolar disorder. They typically focus on behavioral, like mood disorders and stuff like that, and they do a lot of dialectical behavioral therapy. So that's going to be one of the other main focuses, my mood disorder and my personality disorder, because I struggle so heavily with the agoraphobia and it is kind of affecting my life the most drastically right now. That's going to be most of the focus when I do start treatment again. I have gone through treatment twice. I did PHP 2 times and I did IOP 2 times, and that's a total of 8 months in treatment. Because PHP is typically 2 months, IOP is typically 2 months. So yeah, I was in treatment twice. You can't do much for it other than to just do it. You have to do the exposures. You can sit in group all day long, but if you don't do the exposures and you don't keep up with it and you don't put the work in, you're not going to get anywhere. And I let my fear get the best of me, and that was kind of the problem and kind of why I'm still where I'm at. I mean, like, I have come pretty far with it compared to when it started. I wasn't even able to like sit in a car without like trembling, and now I can go to convenience stores. At first, like, it was very, very difficult. Like, I couldn't even go into, like, I don't know if you guys have it where you are. I mean, we have 7-Eleven. It's like a smaller convenience store. They're all over the Midwest. That was one of my biggest like goals in treatment for a while when I first started PHP, was to be able to go inside of 7-Eleven and buy one thing. It took a very long time for me to be able to do that exposure. I remember like I had completed PHP, so it was 2 months. That was one of my biggest goals in PHP, and I didn't complete that until IOP. And I was just like trembling. Like, I just remember sitting in the 7-Eleven parking lot in the car just fucking crying, just fully sobbing because I couldn't find it in myself to, I couldn't bring myself to go in there because I was so scared I was going to have a heart episode. And then eventually I did go in and I did do the exposure. My therapist was very proud of me. It was very awesome. So we were able to finally cross that goal off my bucket list. And since then I've been able to go into like Walgreens and smaller convenience stores. I haven't been able to work up to like a bigger one like Pick and Save, like grocery stores just yet, because it's just like, it's a lot. That's a lot, Robin. I did have like a pretty big panic attack inside of a grocery store, and that's kind of why I'm apprehensive about it. I'm just having a lot of thoughts about this. Like, it's not even really me feeling anything right now, just because I think I'm able to distract myself pretty well with like the makeup and stuff, but I know that once it gets closer and like once we're actually leaving, I know that that's when it's gonna like hit me the most, and then I'm gonna be like struggling. I'm extremely nervous just because I have been having more palpitations lately. I'm not really sure where they have been coming from. I don't think I've been eating enough salt. The more salt I have, because I also kind of struggle with like EDs, like eating disorders, like binge eating. For the most part, it's really, really difficult for me to keep up with like eating all the time. Like, I'll genuinely like forget to eat a lot of the time, and then I also just will ignore hunger cues. I'm trying really hard to like not do that anymore. I'm just having a lot of anxiety about it because I don't want to disappoint my friend, because it's been so long since we've gone anywhere together. I know she's really excited about it, and I'm just scared that I'm gonna get there and 5-10 minutes in I'm gonna have to leave or something, you know, like I'm afraid of that. Like I get so worried about disappointing other people and like being a burden on them. It sounds so fucking stupid, but like I don't want anyone to like be burdened by my panic attack. I don't want to worry people. I've been to the hospital so many times and people have been worried about me so many times, and like I hate doing that to people. Like I hate making them feel like they need to worry about me and like checking on me or whatever. Like I don't like it. I am doing my best to just kind of relax a bit, relax my nerves. Doing makeup helps me a lot. So like right now I'm feeling decent enough, but I know that when the time comes, I'm gonna have a lot of anxiety about it. So I guess I'm just kind of like scared for when I get there. Don't judge me for putting it on my fingers, okay? I cannot be bothered to go get a brush right now. I really can't. Yeah, I'm not doing anything crazy. Like I used to do like full face of makeup all the time. I just don't have the energy anymore. I really don't. Now it's just like eyes, eyebrows, lips, highlighter, that's it. I haven't really been going out for exposures a lot recently because I don't have my own car anymore, and that's really difficult. I live in the city, so it's really hard for me to feel safe going out for exposures because like as a woman living in the city and being around men, they like to approach me and make me feel uncomfortable, and that just adds to my anxiety. It just becomes even more stressful than it already is for me. It's always preferred for me to go out and do exposures with my friends. We are going to be driving there. It is only 2 blocks away, but like walking gives me so much fucking anxiety, and it's because like I don't feel safe. If I'm in a car, then I'm like, okay, if I do have a panic attack or whatever, I can just sit in the car while we drive back home and, you know, not feel really freaked out or whatever. But if I'm walking somewhere and I have a panic attack, especially because of like my heart condition, if I do have like a palpitation, in order to ease it, I have to like lay flat on my back to really get my heart rate down. It's like the quickest way that I can do it. I can't really do that like on a street, you know what I mean? Especially if there's like a bunch of people around, like that's not really something that I can feasibly do. So it's easier for me personally to lay in a passenger seat while someone's driving to get my heart rate down and be able to manage it that way. I'm very excited because I know that this is like step 1 essentially. I mean, I've been on this journey for over a year now, but I feel like this is the first time that I've really committed to doing this, and I think, you know, that's a major reason why I'm also doing it like online, like in front of you guys, because I feel like it will hold me accountable to doing this. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, if I'm nothing else, I'm a fucking people pleaser. Okay, so if if even one person is watching me and like cheering me on and is rooting for me to do these exposures and to meet my goals, and I don't do them, that's one person I'm letting down who isn't me. And I feel like I really need that. I feel like I'm just the type of person who needs to be motivated by like potentially disappointing other people to actually move my ass, to actually do something about a situation. But if you're a people pleaser, you know what I'm talking about. You know, like it feels so much worse to hurt other people's feelings or disappoint somebody else by not doing something that you should be doing, or by doing something that you shouldn't be doing. I think that in doing this, it'll hold me accountable to like making sure that I stay on track with my exposures, that I don't let it slip, that I do one every single week, and then I'll also be doing like mini exposures that I can do on my own because I have such big anxiety around walking. I am gonna try to like, you know, walk to 7-Eleven because like the 7-Eleven's down my block. So I am gonna try to like walk to 7-Eleven, walk a little further, see how much further I can get from one day to the next, and then, you know, just kind of keep like increasing my distance. It is going to get a little bit harder as it gets into winter, but I mean right now it's September, so like we're not even hitting fall just yet, but fall is my favorite season. I absolutely love it. So the weather is going to be perfect for me. The summers are very difficult because of my heart condition. It like increases the fuck out of my palpitations and like makes me feel like I'm gonna pass out. I don't do well in heat like at all. Hoping that by doing this in the fall it'll be a lot easier for me, especially because like I love the aesthetic of fall. I love like the vibes of fall, the weather, with it being my favorite season and having like spooky season right around the corner. I'm hoping that it'll like, kind of motivate me to just get out a little bit more. She's gonna be here at 6:30. We're gonna hang out for a little bit before before, you know, because I said our dinner reservations are at 7:30. I made the reservations last week, and I just have been sitting on like this hill of anxiety about it since then. It's all like Italian, Sicilian food. I don't know if it's Sicilian or Italian or like both. I think it's like both. I've never tried like clams or mussels or anything like that. I kind of want to, but I'm also scared because like what if they're gross? And then I just like, I don't want to add additional stress to my experience. It's just been like a long time coming, you know, like there's so many things that I want to do, and I'm not going to be able to do all of the things that I want to do. I'm not going to be able to meet all of my goals if I don't make progress toward my goals. And so it's just like, and if I don't take the first steps toward it, I'm never going to get there. Like I'm never going to get to see the ocean. I'm never going to get to travel. I'm never going to get to do all these things that I want to do. My friends invite me out literally all the time. Like they always want me to come to their house. Some of my friends have kids that I've never even met because I haven't been able to like go there. And like obviously packing up a whole kid and bringing them to me like as a new mom, like that's really stressful. It's a huge thing to do. It's a lot of stress, and I don't want to stress anybody else out because of like my condition, what I have going on. There are so many things that I've just missed out on, and I don't want to miss out on anything anymore. Like I'm just so sick of missing out on shit. Like I'm so tired of it. There are weddings I've been invited to, you know, I've missed funerals, I've missed birthdays, I've missed anniversaries, I've missed like so much stuff, and I'm just like tired of it. Like I can't wait to just be in a place where I can get a car again. I can, you know, drive myself around, and I can go for drives again because I really miss going for a drive. It was so therapeutic for me. And I can't wait to be able to go out with my friends and just like live my 26-year-old life. You know what I mean? Like, ugh, dude. I'm so excited. I'm also doing this too to, you know, just kind of also be here for anybody else who's struggling with this, because it's so isolating, it's so difficult, and you feel like no one understands you, and you feel like you're so alone, and like it's very hard and it's very exhausting. And like I just want to be here for other people too who are going through this, because it's like you're not alone. You're not alone. Hi, I'm here. I'm struggling too, I promise. I like looked up the menu ahead of time so I kind of have an idea of what I want. I'm just, oh god, I'm just like having so much anxiety about getting there and going inside, and we sit down and we're like, we order our food or something, and then like boom, I have anxiety, and like I feel like I have to leave. Like I'm so scared that I'm not gonna be able to like finish it and see it all the way through. Like I'm so scared of that because I don't want to disappoint my friend, and then I also don't want to like order food at a restaurant and they bring it out and I'm just like, oh, I gotta leave, like I gotta dip, like sorry, like oh, it's so embarrassing. I think it's so frustrating because a year ago, before any of this even happened, like this would have been like a regular evening for me. This would have just been like, I wouldn't have even thought about it. I would have just been like, you want to go out to dinner, you want to have a good time, whatever, like I'm so down, let's go, you know, like I never would have even thought about it, you know. It would have just been us going out and like having a good time and catching up. It never would have been like, oh my god, let's do this for my exposure because I'm, you know, I feel broken, like the fuck. It never would have been something that I would have had to think about and prepare so much for mentally. Like I never would have needed to do that before. And I think it's so difficult because there was such a stark before this condition and after this condition, you know, like there was such a stark difference in how my life operated before any of this happened. Before I used to go out all the time and like have a ton of fun and like do a bunch of stupid shit with my friends, and now it's like terrifying to leave my house. My anxiety is like drastically increasing. It's 6:04 p.m. and I'm scared. I'm having increased anxiety because the time is getting closer, and Emily's gonna be here at 6:30. We're gonna hang out for a bit and then go to the restaurant. I don't know where she's gonna park. There's like no parking outside that fucking place. Maybe there's a parking lot. I don't know. I'm thinking about random shit because it's distracting me from how shitty I feel on the inside. Well, I'm gonna finish getting ready. I have to do lashes and fix my eyebrows a little bit because they're bothering the shit out of me. I will check back in when we're about to leave. So yeah, you'll be coming to dinner with us, hanging out with us. Well, with me, but I mean, she'll be there too. Yeah, I'm really nervous. My makeup is done. I'm just waiting now for my friend to come by so we can start heading out. It's 6:43 p.m. I'm very nervous. I need to go find my outfit, and then she's gonna be here in probably like 10 minutes. Hi everyone, this is Emily. We're getting ready to leave right now to go to the restaurant. We're about like, I don't know, 5 minutes late or something like that. And I feel like throwing up. I don't want to do it. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared. We're bringing an extra friend along for emotional support. which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I'll try to take a video at the restaurant, but here we go. Okay, I'm having legitimately such awful fucking anxiety. My everything is shaking and sweating. I had to step out to get some air. We were sitting in there for like maybe a couple of minutes, and then things got really difficult for me to like manage, so I had to step out. I'm hoping to go back inside and be okay. I just started feeling my heart rate spiking, and then like I started sweating a bit. So yeah, we're doing great so far. It's been like 2 minutes and I'm already about to have a fucking panic attack. Super fun. Okay everyone, so I'm home from the restaurant, but we did have an amazing time after a while. I was having a really difficult time and like begged my friends to take me home. About 10-15 minutes in, the anxiety and the panic was just kind of getting to a really like bad point where my heart, like I was trembling, my hands were sweating, I was wringing my hands. I think I actually left I actually left, like, I don't know if you can see, but I did leave marks in my arm because I was just gripping and digging my nails into my skin so bad because I was trying so hard to do anything to take my mind off of it. I do have a rubber band to snap as well to kind of ground myself. Good news though, I planned to only be there for an hour and I actually ended up staying an hour and a half. I wanted to leave like during appetizers, but I made it through appetizers to entree and to actually getting dessert, and it was really fucking awesome. I am extremely proud of myself. I did end up crying at the table. I was really stressed out and I was feeling really defeated at that moment because this was right after I like asked my friends to take me home. They refused. They were just like, no, like you can do it. We believe in you. I did end up crying because like I just remembered a time where it didn't feel like this. I didn't have to struggle to stay through a dinner. I was just feeling really, really defeated in the moment. I really like shut down for a minute and I was really, really struggling emotionally as well as the physical feelings of the anxiety and the panic and all of those things. I am extremely proud of myself. This was a really fucking big exposure for me. I was kind of stressing myself out because I was like, why did I choose something so big when I've only been, you know, in convenience stores and stuff, and there are a lot of like mini triggers like in a restaurant, like I remember the silverware and a lot of like the noises and the talking and the dishes clinking, like the loud noise just really getting overwhelming. And even my friend who has some sensory issues as well, she was like, this is a lot for me, honestly. And she's like, I'm so proud of you. And so, you know, I stayed for the check. I stayed throughout the entire dinner. I really opened up a lot more too with like talking to waitstaff with like, I know I don't really have issues like talking to waitstaff or anything like that normally, but I was so wrapped up in my head just trying to like be calm. I know that like grounding, trying to be present works for a lot of people, but I find that being present almost, I kind of need to internalize what I'm feeling and find like a quiet space in my brain. I know that, you know, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, you know, all of those things. Like I know that that really, really helps for a lot of people. And there's my cat, Khaleesi. I know that that helps for a lot of people, and I did try doing that, but I noticed that like trying to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was, I was a little too present, and then I was starting to overthink like how present I was, because then all of the sensory issues like the lights and the sounds, it was just seeping in too much. So when I'm having those issues, I really like to internalize and like go into myself and like find a quiet space, a safe space in my brain where I can like sit for a minute and kind of calm down. I did have to walk out of the restaurant, catch my breath a bit. One of my other friends gave me his earbuds so I could listen to music, and that was really, really helpful because I didn't think that I brought my own. I did bring my own and I found them later on. Yeah, listening to music really helped me as well, but yeah, I'm beyond proud of myself for, you know, making it for an hour and a half, like staying throughout the entire interaction the entire dinner and everything without having to leave. I only planned to stay for about an hour, and I didn't even think that I was going to make it through the hour. So I am super fucking proud of myself. It was really big, and I'm really excited for whatever exposure I choose to do next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I find something exciting and fun to do next week. And I'm really looking forward to doing something like this every single week. I'm very tired though. Going through like panic attacks and all that kind of stuff really took a lot out of me. I'm really exhausted. So I'm going to take my makeup off, play some video games, and go the fuck to bed. Have an awesome night, everyone. I hope if you did watch this entire thing and you struggle with the same things I do, or even something similar, I hope that maybe this gave you the courage to try something new as well, and to try to do something that you didn't think you could do. So thank you so much, and you got this. Bye.